Hello. Today's discussion is about truth. My brief definition of truth was just anything I could prove. With proof and evidence, it's relatively hard to combat. After reading on truth, the initial breakdown of the truth's location and how to identify it is broken into its more raw form. Having the ability to only find truth in propositions being a statement or an assertion that expresses opinion or judgment, it's broken up into two-part terms. Truth is also found in other places that require a sense of judgment when focused on the quality of the term, person, or statement used. Depending on the context of your truth, its basis for being true can shift when necessary. And like it said on page 145 of our Socratic logic textbook, telling it like it is truth's definition as well, speaking to your own personal truth, but you have to first know what that truth is. So, for instance, say we're having a conversation about apples. They use apples as an example in the text a lot. And we're saying that apples are red. If apples are red and then grapefruits are orange, the truth is apples and grapefruits are two completely different terms. They can't be the same thing. And given that both other propositions had a subject and a predicate, the subject and predicate show that the subject is apples and the predicate is that apples are red. And then there's a subject for the grapefruits. That subject is the grapefruit and the predicate is that the grapefruit is orange. So they both have truth to them, but they in term together are not equals. They're not the same thing. That makes it not a truth. In order to use truth in an argument or to use truth argumentatively, we have to focus on it logically. The argument is more solely on the basis of it being valid or invalid. According to page 148, we need to translate the ordinary language propositions to see the form of the argument and its matter distinctively. Truth can be used in argument as long as its basis is simplified to its logical forms with no room for interpretation or variation of terms or language. So it can be used in arguments, more so on the fact that if you break it down into parts, or if you break down the language that you're using into parts, it can make itself truth. But initially, arguments themselves are not based on true or false, but more so with judgment and on their validity or their invalidity in that sense of what you're talking about. Thank you so much for your time today, and I look forward to looking at and listening to all of your responses as well. Have a good day.